Hello guys, round 2. And guess what? Eazigrip's tank grips. And my friend Mr. Heat Gun's back. Stay tuned. Right, hello folks, ladies, gentlemen and everything in between, and dogs and cats and helicopters and attack helicopters. Right, so we've got Eazigrip tank grips. These finally came through. They came through a while ago actually. I just haven't had the chance because it's been either snowing, icy or Christmas or, you know. So basically, get some stickers. We've all done this before, we know what we're doing. Now, these guys, I've got see-through. Oh, they smell so fucking good. Yeah. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go out and test fit them so I know where I'm going to put them. And then I'm going to whack out Mr. Heat Gun, wipe down the surfaces of the bike itself. We're going to get some masking tape and we're actually going to do this properly this time, instead of fucking just eyeballing it. So let's have a go, let's have a gander, let's have a goosey. So yeah, the plan here, much like a screen protector on a phone, is to basically put them on using masking tape in this case, and then slowly lowering it down. Don't litter, kids. Let me give you a nice big one here, look. Wait for that to dry. Shit, come off that then. Right, take a bit of masking tape. These do leave a lot of fluff on actually. Those wipes, so I'm going to get a cloth just to get the fibres off. Right, so what the fuck? Oh, it goes like that. Ah, right, okay. I do want to protect this as well, so we're going to go down like that, and then we'll measure it afterwards and get the same measurements either side. Make sure everywhere's going to get stuck, which is bloody seagulls. I'm nowhere near the bloody sea. Do the same for the other side. You're never going to get this perfect, I don't think. The sticker seems to be put on differently than the others. Right, so I think I've got it in an area that I like now, because when you're gripping this tank, you're gripping down here rather than underneath the tank. So I want as much at the bottom as I possibly can, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty much on the edge there. Okay, cool. Right, I'm going to whack it on the con stand, just so I can manoeuvre it a bit better. Wipe down. Use this so I don't get any skin on it. start getting to the concave bit, instead of pushing down from the top to the bottom, you want to start pushing from the middle outwards and then up. So it's easier to get those bubbles in there. I'm not sure if you can see, but there is something that I've got in there that looks like an air bubble. Which I'll just pull back and repeat. Okay, don't do that because it ruins it. That's lesson number 1. There you go. You learned something today. Don't pull it back. Push from the middle, and then pull out. Middle, up, middle, up. Right, now that they're on, it'll be wise to go around the edges and just make sure that they're properly sealed down, because they're the things that start to peel. If water gets underneath them, you're bollocks, you're fucked. There you go. Right, that's that. Right folks, as seen, that can be an absolute faff. If you want to do it the right way, which you should do everything the right way, it can be an absolute faff. But it looks great. You can still, I'm not sure if you're able to see out there because of the camera, but it doesn't look like there's anything prominent on there. It's not blocked out the decal, it's not blocked out the yellow. It looks very, very nice. So the thing now is to let it cure for 24 hours. I'd say, because it's out in the cold, you don't need to. It'd be better if it was in the summer. If you're going to do this, do it in summer really. But I would say, you know, let it cure for a few hours at least, you know, 5 or 6 hours, and you should be all right. You should be okay. But they do say 24 hours, so take that for what it is. Really, really good sticky on it. Don't peel it back and put it back on if you've got an air bubble. It's just one of those things. I've now got a big white line because I've tried to heat it up again, see if that'll work, and it's not done much. But don't peel it back and put it back on again once it's heated and stuck down, because once it's stuck down, it's pretty well stuck. So there you go, there you have it. That's how to install the Eazigrip tank pads for the Speed Triple 1200 RS. Thank you so much for watching again. As usual, like, subscribe, comment, all that crap. And until the next time, thank you very much for watching. See you very, very soon, I'm sure. And until the next time, sort them out.